Jam City TV. Making a difference.
Hello, I'm Reverend Isaac D. Reynolds, and I'm the General Overseer of the Freelance Evangelical Ministry. And it's a privilege to come to your screens at this hour. And I'm very happy to share this message with you on choosing your partner. It's a relationship topic, and I believe that you are going to enjoy this topic very well, and it's going to be in series. From time to time, we would have to talk about certain levels under this topic, and today we are going to end with some 3 key points that we have to look at, and subsequently we'll continue. So I thank you very much for gluing to your sets. If you are holding a phone, you would have to watch with your friends. If you are watching alone, you have to watch very well, and you would share this information together. Thank you very much. I thank the Lord God Almighty for giving us the opportunity to discuss or talk about this wonderful topic, and which is very important to all of us as humans in this world. One way or the other, we have to relate with ourselves, and most importantly, I'm going to talk about relationship. Choosing your partner. And I'm very grateful to the Lord God Almighty that this is being done on the Dam City TV. Dam City TV is located in Akosombo, and it's a very wonderful TV that you have to keep watching and you keep supporting. Your watching is supporting. So whenever we organize programs like this, you have to take the opportunity to watch. Call your friends, call your brothers and sisters to come and then watch these programs. Now, we all need relationships in life, and in our lives as humans, we would want to one day settle down, and therefore, at a particular stage in life, we just start looking for partners. But it doesn't even start at a particular stage of our life. Maybe at a particular stage in our lives, we tend to be more focused and more serious. So we'll be looking for the right partner, as we so term, the right partner. But this topic that we are going to discuss would actually enable you to make the right choice for yourself. You are not going to choose a perfect partner though, but you are going to choose somebody you have to be content with, somebody you have to understand, somebody you manage, somebody who is going to click with you. Now, when it comes to choosing a partner, many people take choosing a partner for granted. For instance, if somebody is at a particular age, the mindset will define the kind of partner he or she is going to choose. If somebody is 16 years, maybe 16 years at SHS, is looking for somebody, he's looking for the opposite sex, let's put it this way, looking for opposite sex. At every level, people want to get close to the opposite sex. So I want to start from that level. You would choose based on a particular notion. Now, when you are 19 years too, based on the environment and experience you've had in life, you would also choose based on certain experiences you have, and so on and so forth. When you are 20 years, you choose accordingly. So at every level, your choices, your choices will be based on what you know, the knowledge you have at that particular time. Now, when you are 24 years, it's also different. When you are 26, 27, 28, 29, at a particular stage in life, you realize that, especially when it comes to the woman, you realize that they think they have to settle at all costs. So their thinking becomes different. The way they now view relationship becomes different. Unlike how they used to perceive relationship, how they used to understand, and the previous choices they've made, which did not go down well to help them. Now, so we all have to take relationship very serious. Now, how does it start in the first place if you want to choose a partner? There is one thing we can't take away. We can't take away attraction. We can't take away attraction. But one thing that I would say about attraction is that attraction does not actually sustain the relationship. Attraction only brings you together to start with. It's just a spark. Click, start. Attraction is just for the beginning. It just is what brings you together. If the person is not attracting you, you cannot go to that individual. You will not even call that individual. You will not even speak with that individual. That's most people anyway. But attraction is key to start with. Attraction brings you together. But what will sustain and keep the relationship is a different ball game altogether. What keeps the relationship depends on so many factors that we have to also look at. Now, attraction can come in so many forms, and sometimes people get disappointed. There is this factor in here that the fact that somebody attracts you does not necessarily mean that you'll be successful in a relationship with, or you should try to pursue that person. It does not necessarily mean so. Attraction is one step for you to do further checks to find out whether you can go with that individual. Unless, of course, you just want a sexual partner or romantic partner or any other partner. You are not looking for a serious partner, but you just want somebody just to go with. You are not thinking about the future. You are not thinking about settling. Then, of course, the person attracts me maybe sexually. Then let me take it from that point. But we have to consider other things here. Now, if the person attracts you, fine. Is he or she the person I have to be with? Apart from the attraction, what else? How am I going to benefit from this relationship? Is this having a relationship with this person going to transform my life or what? It will not be money, but there should be a positive improvement in my life. What do I want to achieve in life? What do I actually expect in life? What do I expect that individual to give me or do for me? You begin to press these notes. Don't let, because attraction goes, you just don't look at all these things, look for all these things, and then you hook up to the person. Or for you to realize along the line that, yes, the person is attractive, but when these things are not there, the person ceases to be attracting you any longer. Then you want to leave the person who has attracted you before. Where has the attraction gone to? The person's nose has not changed. The person's head has not changed. The person's physique has not changed. But what is happening? It means that the attraction just brought you closer for you to do further investigations and then move from there. So it's very important that we look at some of these things when we are going in for a relationship. So I can see people who say that I've seen a nice guy. I've accepted the proposal of this nice guy, and we are moving. I have a nice guy, but you look at the nice guy factor will be there, the nice lady factor will be there, the nice guy, but one day you realize that they can't, because they didn't look at how that relationship with that individual is going to be sustained. Now, there are also instances where I'm still hovering around the attraction, the first phase, where a person attracts you and then you don't look further. So you are trying to depend only on the attraction. It can be fatal. Now, sometimes it's a crush. Sometimes you have a crush on somebody, and somebody was finally describing crush as you like the person, but there's no way you are going to succeed. So you are madly attracted to somebody who is already occupied. And most often in crush, the person doesn't even know that you are falling for him or her. So you always be crying in your room. You always be suffering. That your crush is not even aware of what you are going through. It's very painful and very, very torturing. And I would not pray that people try to enter relationship through that door. It means you extremely like that person that sometimes you can't even breathe if you don't hear from that person. Just a hi from the person is enough for you to have a gasp of air and relax, but you may not get. So you are suffering here and there. Some people begin to have a crush like that. And one danger with crush is that when that person gets to know that you have a crush on him or her, sometimes they may take advantage of you, and you will suffer for long thinking that you are in a relationship, but you may not necessarily be in a relationship. The person may be in a relationship with somebody else, but because you have also appeared desperately because you have a crush on him or her, she would rather look at an advantage that he or she is going to get from you. That if maybe you have money, he will try to give you some space. He will try to give you some space, a little space here and there. Then, one day we can, hi, oh yeah, nice, you do this, you are looking this, you are looking that. And you also be spending because you are genuinely interested in him or her. But he or she is not interested in you. He's interested in somebody else. But he's just opening up to you because you've seen that, yes, you say, well, you are interested in me. Let me take advantage of you. So you will see yourself that you have caught somebody. In most cases, you realize that that person cannot accept your proposal just like that. If it's a female and you are a male, you realize that you propose, the person is just not accepting it. He cannot throw you off too somehow. He wants the thing to be just like that, as if it's just friendship. But he knows that there are emotions too associated with it. But he's pretending as if he's not aware of your emotions. He's taking things from you. She's taking this from you. She calls you, and she sees that you are a nice person, even more than the person she's dating. Sometimes women can be funny when it comes to matters like this. You are caring, you are okay. The other one is not. You are crashing on her, but she doesn't have that thing for you. He will not say that because you are good, but in actual sense, you can be a good marriage partner because you are caring, you are there for her, you are everything. But once they have interest in somebody else, most often they don't look at some of these things. It's only when they marry before they get problems from where they should have left long ago. So it's very crucial that we look at the crash factor too. Looking at the attraction, we look at the crash factor, because the crash is what most often make people commit suicide here and there in relation. For you are just crashing on that individual, and you didn't have time, patience to know whether the person is also interested in you. So it becomes a problem. In actual sense, in all the relationships, the initial move, attraction and crashing, you have to know whether the person actually is also interested in you. The person must show the same, give you the same attention that you are giving to that individual. If you are following that individual and you are not getting any sign from that individual, you don't force yourself on them. You don't do that. You see, in so when the person loves you, or when the person is ready to move on with you, when the person is ready to click with you and start a relationship, realize that you get feedbacks. You get positive feedbacks, nice feedbacks, because it means you have to look at feedbacks. When attraction sets in, the person attracts you, you move towards the person. You must also know whether you are attracted to that individual, right? So this is very important that we look at. So the attraction and crashing factors. Sometimes, for all you know, you are crashing. The person has attracted you. That is not all. Crashing on the person or the person attracting you is not all for you to start moving, and you end up deceiving yourselves. So relationship actually start with some attraction, immediate attraction. Some also will not necessarily start with attraction per se, but you develop, you pick the relationship from there. Not that you saw the person going and you said, "Oh, look at nice girl, let me call him," or "I've seen a nice girl here." Some are introduced. Some are introduced. Now, there's one interesting thing about the introduction aspect. Somebody can just tell you that, "Oh, I have a friend who is nice. I would like you to meet him." Or meet yourself. If you meet yourself and, "Oh, wow, it's okay," you can pick it from there. It happens. One thing people throw aside when they are looking for partners is recommendation. Now, this recommendation aspect is what people don't actually consider this time. Previously, in our villages, our parents know where you are marrying from, here and there, so they give approval, recommendations that, "Oh, this woman and this family is good, you can marry from that family." Now we don't do it. Now people don't even know the characters very well. People don't know how people are. So you realize that they just meet somebody they like, they click, and they start moving. Whereas somebody might have known the individual already. You start dating the person before you start hearing things, even though it's not about what you hear here and there, but maybe there are certain things you wouldn't have your partner associated with. Somebody will not be comfortable when he hears that, "Okay, my partner was a prostitute, or my partner was that, or was a former armed robber, was this and this." People will not want to hear that, and once they hear that, it becomes a different story altogether. So some people may have certain issues, certain things that you should have known earlier on to see whether you like it or not, and move over it, and then date, marry that individual, or have a relationship with that individual. But you may not know unless somebody else tells you. So some people can recommend. Maybe I know you are my friend, you've studied me, you know what I like and what I don't like. You can meet somebody else who you know can fit me. Because you know that individual to realize that, oh, this person, the way he is, he can go with this person, but because they also like the same thing, they click, they move in the same. So it can work that way. But most often we are not comfortable with that. We see ourselves liking people we are not supposed to like. We torture you, and people who you are supposed to like, you don't like. You beg, some people beg, you don't consider them. The person they are begging is following somebody who is not interested in him or her. So eventually, we are not tactical, we are not smart in our choice making. We land in trouble.